What's good, world? The universe and the people. I'm doing a triple video today, you know what I mean? So I'm on a roll. But just doing another playlist video. Food addiction for real. Food addiction is for real. Woo! Addiction. First thing about addiction is we can be addicted to damn near anything, and people don't even realize it. And the world we live in, we get shamed to be addicted to some stuff, and we be promoted to be addicted to some stuff. And addiction, depending on what you're addicted to, it will destroy your body faster than other things. So stuff like drugs, yeah, destroy your body. Work and stress. Those are some of the highest stuff. The physical, like working out, meaning like your body's getting beat up every day and stressing. You're stressing your body to the max every single day. It's not absolutely not good for your body. And but those things can be addicting. So it's sex. You know what I mean? Draining your sex every day is totally bad for your body. But there are some people out there that think it's okay. You know what I mean? And another thing we do is food. And we're taught that you can eat every single day and you're supposed to eat every single day when all in reality you don't. Sorry, but for you food people out there, this ain't your video. So if you made it already a minute, like congratulations. But this food is for the people that understand that food addiction is real and that I say 99% of people are in that category. If there's 7 billion people in the world, I believe about almost seven, probably like I say 100,000 people aren't addicted to food like that, to where they can be like, oh, I don't. There's no food I'm addicted to. I just got a preference. That's what I'm trying to get to. There's some foods I still crave and I still think of, but I get to the point where I don't have an appetite majority of the time. I don't get like huge cravings like I used to. I used to like throw down. I used to be a big boy and not a huge boy. I wasn't over 300 pounds, but I was up to the 280, 290 mark. And I used to just 3 plates at one meal was an average to me. Having multiple snacks in between meals was an average to me. And I was a person consumed in food addiction to the max because every time I go to the gas station, I went inside to go get snacks. When I was at home myself, I would make extra leftovers so I can come have another plate later in the night. Um, when I went over anybody's house and they offered me a plate, I ate to the max until they told me like, "Yo, I don't got no more. Cut it out." Like, if you offer, yo, I'm eating. Like, I wasn't that person they didn't invite over because I was just freelancing, going in people's fridge, and that's food addiction too. And some people think that's okay, and I'm like, bro, you fucking raiding people's fridges is food addiction like mad dog. And there's people that was worse than me. I never raid people's fridges, but I got to that point where like I always was thinking about the next meal right after I eat a meal. And that's what I want to talk about mostly is like when you eat and then you're already thinking about your next meal, that's food addiction. That's like a junkie getting high and he wants to thinking about when he's gonna get high again, or person that had sex is thinking about want to go high. So you're not satisfied with what you just ate. You're not satisfied with what you just did. Do you understand that you're abusing your body to the max? That when you eat and you eat to 100%, you eat to your full, your body uses up 30% of your day's energy. So if you eat 3 meals and you max out, you know what I mean? Your body is not growing. All it's focused on is breaking down food. And then you're active all day, stressing, doing this, and you cannot break down food while you're as active as you is when you're supposed to be sitting down letting your food digest. And the biggest thing that people they don't realize with food addiction is that when you eat to 100% all the time and then it drops from that 100% and then you want to eat to get to 100%, you're food addicted. You're addicted like crazy. You're not letting your body cleanse itself. You're not letting it like empty out the tank. You empty out the tank like when you got a car. You're not supposed to keep like always keep it going to half tank and then filling up, half tank, filling up, half tank. Sometimes you're supposed to let it go to empty and put a fuel injector in your tank to help clean out, push the gunk at the bottom. Because if you don't push that gunk at the bottom, it builds up enough to the point where that gunk won't let the gas flow. And that's the same thing in your body. You build up with all this processed foods and overeating, even overeating on good food, you can get clogged up. Your body needs a limit. And people don't understand their limit because they're so food addicted. You don't even know that you have senses inside of your gut that helps tell you when to stop. But we are taught to turn those off, to eat and eat until you can't even feel that, until your stomach is numb. And you don't even understand that the fact is that we're addicted. We're addicted to a lot of things around us, but the one most of thing, everybody, and it's okay, is food. It's to the point where when I was a kid, I seen somebody try to sue McDonald's because they was fat and because they had all these health elements. They had all these health elements, but they didn't know because McDonald's food didn't have the fine print uh, easy available for the woman to be able to. Sorry, I told her it was a woman, but for the person to understand that this food is bad for you, and then people still did it. You know what I mean? She was trying to sue that she lost. She was trying to sue because there's not enough information to tell you that there's the information not blunt enough to tell you that it's bad for you. So they start making it more blunt, and people still was doing it. It didn't stop it. It didn't even amplify. It just kept going up like it was always. And we're living in a home of the obese, and people wondering why am I so big? Yeah, because we living in a society that tells you it's okay to be addicted to this, but not that. No, it's not okay to be addicted to anything. Period. You're better without. For the moment till, like, I'm not saying all time. No, I'm saying be disciplined with yourself. Understand that we abuse food for no reason at all. We don't even think about it. We just eat. Oh, I'm bored. I'm upset. I'm happy. Let's go party. Eat every one of those situations. People are eating at those events. You know what I mean? People don't understand that, yo, you don't need to eat all the time. I get the best energy when I haven't ate for 12 hours. Especially when I'm in 16 hour ketosis and fat burning. Because when you fat burning, what is fat inside of your body? Energy. So guess what? You're gonna have a whole lot of energy. But no, we're living in a society where they tell you load up your fucking plate where your body don't even burn fat. You know how long you take to get into heavy ketosis? 18 hours. Heavy ketosis when you're burning fat at your highest level. So that's the most highest level energy, and people don't even know. People don't even, man. If you know what that feels like, man, you'll understand. Living in a ketosis state naturally with fasting, 18 hours of fasting. You telling me that's hard? You telling me to go to bed at 6? I mean, not to go to bed. Stop eating at 6 o'clock at night. Go to bed at 9, 10. Wake up around about 6, 5, 6 o'clock. Don't eat. Wait till about 12 o'clock to eat. No, that's 2 o'clock to eat. 18 hours right there. You can't tell me you can't get from 6 to 2 o'clock. You can't get 8 hours worth of work in. Do your due daily doing it. Just go hard. Don't worry about food at all. Don't worry about breakfast and lunch. Break your fast at 2:30 with a plate of fruit. Sip some tea. Wait 15 minutes. Eat a plate of fruit. Don't rush. Don't rush at all. Take your time. You got nothing to do. You took care of your responsibility. You did your job for the day. You got you 18 hours now. You know what I mean? Tea, fruit, and you slowly eat. Enjoy it. Chew all your food. You know what I mean? People aren't even taught like that because we're taught like hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. You gotta hurry up and go because you gotta go here. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. You gotta get back to doing what you're doing. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. You got some other stuff to do. And people don't understand that, yo, you're living in a rush society that's food addiction. You're not even absorbing the food, one. You're not even breaking it. Well, you're not breaking it down, one. You're not absorbing it all the way. And you're straining your body by pushing these whole foods through your body. When I looked in the toilet, I was like, what the fuck, man? I'm paying all this money for this organic, good, healthy food, and I'm still not breaking it down, eating the right, because I was living in this rush, still food addicted with healthy food. It's the same thing. You can do the same thing. You're stressing. When you're stressing, you notice your body's all tight. And when your body's tight, you can't push nothing through. And it's hard to push everything through. And I'm like, yeah, man, because you're stressing, because we're addicted. You're at a high addicted level. It's like fucking crackheads that running out, that crack running out of their system, and they start getting more tense and tense and tense and tense. What a crackhead, what a crackhead. People doing that with food. My grandma, rest in peace. I love you to death, but she was food addicted, and I kind of felt like shame about it because my mom was addicted to shopping, and my mom didn't have enough money to go shopping sometimes, so she used to go window shopping. And so while she would window shop, my grandma would be with her, and my grandma would get mad because she didn't like going out to eat a lot. She liked eating at home, but it was time to eat, and she would start crying. My grandma was a very emotional person, and she didn't want to strike hands and fists. So like when my grandma wasn't driving a lot and she was stuck with my mom, she was just sometimes she'll call me crying. I don't know what to do to get this woman to take me home because I'm hungry and I need to eat. I haven't ate this, that, and the whole 9 yards. And I'm like, really? Why are you with her? Like, don't go shopping with her. Like, I used to like get into barking matches with my mom and grandma. Like, why are you with her, knowing that she'll have you driving around her whole city, trying to find this and that, trying to shop, doing this and that, knowing that you got to take care of yourself first. But she just needs company to help with her addiction, make her feel okay. And that's what a lot of people do. Oh, I'm gonna bring you along with my addiction. Why? Why is this? Like, why is this? Why do you need me here? You want somebody else to do it with you to make you feel comfortable. I see it a lot of times. I see a lot of times two big boys throwing it down, two big girls throwing it down. Like, why are y'all in here going hard? No shame. Because they looking at each other dead in the face and like, you doing it, I'm doing it. That addictive lifestyle. It's okay. Because he's doing it. No, it's not. No, it's not. And people don't understand that. People want to get caught up in, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. But when you go to your doctor and they're telling you that you're out of your body mass index and you're heavy breathing, but they ain't gonna tell you, yo, you're food addicted. They ain't gonna tell you that. They're gonna prescribe you some medicine. They're gonna get you on that addicting train. So people don't even realize that all around us, everywhere, the addiction is real. But food addiction, oh, that's okay. Why is that okay? Because of marketing, advertisement, makes some money off of it. Like people don't understand that. Oh, if you shut down this system, it'll stop fueling whatever they're fueling. You know what I mean? With all this income, because there's people starving, but people are throwing away food every day. I worked at restaurants, grocery stores, and in a distribution center. Worked at all three of them. I, I understand to the max that we throw away food all the time. I remember one time I was working in the freezers, and I guess some farm cats got inside, like farm cats got inside of the trailer and died, and had to throw away like all that food. Like, I'm not like saying that it's bad, but like the food's bad. The cat wasn't even on top of the food; it was like in a corner. But with health and like all that food got thrown away. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying it's bad. I would have ate some of it. Like, I don't really see, especially if, like, you would have told me the cat was in there less than a couple of days. Like, obviously he was alive when he went in there. It probably didn't take that long to die, but they threw away all that food. But I worked in grocery stores, three different type of grocery stores where they threw away food for simple ass reasons. foods get marked down discount because some juice is sprayed like on the outside of the cover. Like food get thrown out for any reason. There's people dying of starvation. It's crazy. Like it's crazy the world we live in. Are we starving? Are we throwing away food? Some of the majority of the food we throwing away is empty calorie foods that I preach are totally bad for you. So are we throwing away real food? Like you know what I mean? Like it comes down to that point. Is that food? They know it's made in a laboratory. Is it real food or is it just a marketing scam, a game? It's in a bag on a shelf waiting for you. You think it ain't gonna do that inside your body? But it's designed to be better than the stuff that's natural growing outside on trees and on the ground for you. They designed it to be that way. You don't understand. It was made in a laboratory and they test the stuff that was natural for us. And they was like, we got to make it better than this stuff because we have a natural addiction towards this stuff. God put this here for us to eat. And we have natural uh like we're the only like we can catch fruit like no other. You know what I mean? Coming out of like we can catch plants because that's our natural food source. That's what we have love for landscape. It was a natural scene to us fall in love with the fruit so we can eat it. You know what I mean? But when they made the stuff in the laboratories, they was like, all right, we got to make it better than the stuff that God made for us. They wasn't saying it like that, but that's what they did though. Because people now eat majority processed food than even natural food. Eating clone meat. Like, I don't think that shit, man. This animal was raised and we cut the meat off him and he didn't die. What? He was raised in a laboratory and he's still hooked up to shit and they cut the meat off of him and he didn't. Okay, I'm cool. Oh, we got imitation meat. All right, I'm cool. You know what I mean? Like, I understand as a plant based, like, I eat some of that, but I don't promote it. I eat it as to understand it, but I'm not eating it to sustain my life on it. I eat it as a luxury item. I don't eat it as a filler. I don't eat it. I don't eat that stuff as like a lot of other people I know that eat it. I eat it as a luxury item to diverse my palate. I know there's some sacred people they don't put anything that's processed in your body. I'm like, okay, you passing on your bloodline. All right, that's good. And you're not trying to teach your bloodline not to be addicted to this stuff, but they need to be familiar with it. Okay? If you never take your kids to show them what the addicting lifestyle do to you, they're gonna join it just to see. Okay? That's why this world is crazy how you can totally put blinders on your kids and they go join that lifestyle you had them blinded from. Because they don't understand that, oh, I'm thinking it's fun, but it's not fun. It's poison, and it will kill you faster than anything else. Food addiction's real. You know what I mean? They don't they'll put on the blinders towards all other shit in your life: gambling, sex, drugs. But the doors is open with food. You can watch all the advertisements with food. But time this sex and gambling and drugs. Turn it off. That's how I was raised. Like they can. It was funny how like time had to turn the channel so quick. But no, you need to bulletproof your kids about that. Let them know like, yo, this is they're trying to drill your brain because people don't understand it, and when you don't understand it, you get consumed in it, and you think it's all right because they got it on the TV, they got it in the newspapers, they got it in the books. You know what I mean? Like, before TV, they was still advertising in newspapers and magazines. Before that, they was doing it in books. You know what I mean? Like, it always is like that. That's how humans dictate other humans. You abusing the resources. Oh, I got more apples than you, so yep, I own you. Because I understand that I have more than you, so you're gonna be in that scarcity mindset, not knowing that you're all right with the little you have. Because people don't preach about fasting. People don't understand the discipline. Like, oh, If I'm usually eating 20 apples a week and now I'm in struggle, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, I need to go do something else. I'm gonna be like, all right, these next couple of weeks, I'm not gonna eat 20 apples a week. I'm gonna eat 15 and save for later and push them back. I don't need. I'm gonna skip a day of eating. It's gonna save 3 or 4 apples. It's that simple. And then when you refeed, make sure you get your nutridicity first. That's fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds, and drink your tea. Get your herbs. And then start focusing on your amino chain acids and fill up on that. You know what I mean? Like amino chain acids and protein is one and the same. Because when you mix the amino chain acids, you get protein. It builds protein blocks. And that's what you need to focus on. And how you get the nuts, seeds, fruits, and vegetables. Focus on leafy greens and herbs. All of that has amino acids in it, and you eat it and mix it all up. It helps build your protein. Your liver is a laboratory. You stack it up with enough minerals and vitamins, it will create other minerals and vitamins. That's how advanced your body is. We copy the real world off our bodies. Computers are like our minds. How the plumbing system is like how our plumbing system. How the filtering and all that. Yeah, we copied our body. People don't understand that. It's crazy how you don't understand how you can bulletproof yourself in this world. But you gotta first be aware of what you consumed in, and you're consumed in food addiction. Pretty much, it's advertisement, but it's food addiction because it's okay to eat this much. Even when other people from different countries come here and they look at our fast food portion sizes in the U.S. and be like, "You guys really drink and eat that much at one time?" Like, hell yeah, man! What you doing? You missing out, bruh. No, you ain't. You can't even breathe eating all that dried up fucking bullshit. Can't even breathe. Gotta suck. You can't even breathe long pulls. When I was that big, I couldn't do no long pulls like I can now. Didn't even realize it. We're just stuck in the lifestyle, just thinking like, oh, this is all right. This is okay because I seen it on the TV, I seen it in the books, in the newspaper. Food, 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 food. And I put that stuff down. All my family and friends was doing it. I'm not. Of course, it's all right. And now I'm the only one standing firm about fasting. Yeah, I hear a couple people about fasting. I remember I went to an event. One of the smartest guys was there. He was on like a 3-day fast, and like his mind was, you can, yeah, he wasn't dropping the ball at all. I'm like, fuck, bro, I should have been on a 3-day fast too. I was just on a fucking normal 20-hour doing intermediate fasts while I was at this retreat. I was like, wow, man, this dude's fucking. I see how he used the fast in the right place, and he was available for everybody. Like everybody was going out to eat, he had a long line for people to talk to him, and he was just there. Even when everybody came back, he wasn't even like that exhaust from everybody. Never hit him. You know what I mean? He was doing like all day long. Even the whole retreat wasn't even about him. He was just helping other people. I'm like, wow. I see how that one person in the room that I know that's fasting was outlasting everybody with his mind and his spirit. But now a lot of people can't do that. They're mentally exhausted easily. And I was one of them. I was in brain fog mode all the time. You talking about getting like even barking with anybody? I can't even get to that point. Now nobody wants to. My mind is like bulletproof, and I understand what I'm doing to it and what I did to my body. And the biggest thing is loving yourself enough to understand that you gotta start mastering self to the point where you master self. Like people are not trying to master understand their bodies enough, and that's what this journey I'm on is mastering self, becoming a lord of my earth. This is my body. My spirit is my fire. My body is my earth. I have to protect it. I have to protect my earth. Yeah, there's poisons on it. Yeah, there's poisons on the earth, but we have to maintain them. And we got to let the fruit flourish. People don't even understand those books. But it's all love. It's all love. I'm just trying to help as much as I can. through the way that I learned by helping myself through fasting. The gratitude you get from it, the sympathy you get from it. When it's self-realized gratitude and sympathy, it's a whole different story. And being connected, you don't got somebody else got to talk you out of your mindset to connect you. You can just be in it yourself. Then you find that inner love. That's what I want everybody to be on. Everybody was filling up their cups. Everybody would stop and just fill up their own cups. It ain't selfish. How is that selfish? That is not selfish to fill up your cup. If we was all filling up our cups, we wouldn't be consumed in, oh, I'm not feeling good, but I need to go help everybody else. That's how you get down and can't get back up. That's how people sit here, I don't know what's wrong with me. Well, you got a hernia. You're living in a high stressful state every single day. You look all right, but on the inside, you look toe up. Everything all tensed up. Time you get knocked over one time, you can't get back up. Like, what? Usually I pop right back up. Not today. Not today. Because people don't understand, like, yo, we're consumed. We're completely consumed in this lifestyle. Don't want to give it up. Don't want to give it up. Look how hard it took them to get the got milk down. Man, I grew up, my whole time in school, got milk was everything. And dairy's just as addictive as heroin. Look it up. It doesn't give you the high of heroin, no. But it makes you think about it just the same as a person on heroin. Think about dairy. And you don't have to think about it when they got it in every meal. When it's in every meal, you don't have to think about it. This stuff is addicting and it's killing us. Period. It's all love, man. I'm not trying to like tear you down. I'm not trying to fat shame. I'm not trying to take you away. I'm trying to make you make the decision about what you're doing. Because I made the decision. I thought I was just gonna live with a whole bunch of mucus running out of my nose the rest of my life until I slowed back on the cheese and I was like, "Yep, I ain't eating cheese no more." Then the time I stopped eating cheese, and it was like a couple months later, after this always out of your system, woo, you feel it. You feel it. And you're gonna love yourself for making those decisions instead of being a slave to it. Instead of being a slave to this food, man. Get off the food addiction slave train. Period. Peace. It's all love.